Hey guys, it's me Jay Woods, and today I'm going to review a brand new palette by L'Oreal, and it is this right here, which is the Paradise Enchanted palette. I believe they're going to come out with an entire collection, but this is what the palette looks like. So it is 12 shades. It retails for $11.99 on Amazon. I'm not too sure how much it's going to be in stores. Usually in stores it's more money, so maybe it'll be like 15 or 17 bucks. But it's $11.99 on Amazon, and you actually get free shipping with Prime, which is why I picked it up. And I know you're looking at this palette and you're just like, girl, why did you get this unboiled chicken? Unseasoned? Where's the adobo? Where's the Lowry's? Where's the Frank's Red Hot palette? Because this palette is very basic, but you know what, I think that sometimes, especially in drugstores, you're better off just getting a basic palette, because if you purchase a palette that has like greens and purples and blues but it's really crappy quality, your eyes are just gonna look crazy. But especially if you're like a younger girl, you're like 15, 16, your parents probably don't want you wearing makeup anyway, you could probably get away with a lot of these colors. And honestly, I do think that it is a really pretty palette. So we're gonna see if it works well. Hopefully it does. It has like a nice mixture of matte shades and sparkly shades, so let's see what happens. All right, so first I'm gonna take this white shade right here, and I'm gonna use it underneath the brow as like a brow highlight. I already had some concealer under the brows. Okay, so that color went on nice. I mean, it's a very basic color, but I didn't have issues with a ton of fallout, so yeah. All right, next, with a fluffy crease brush, I'm going to go into this little matte pink shade here. So with this shade, although it is looking like, I guess, like a decent transition shade, it doesn't really look pink, and I'm really like packing it on. You can't really see the pinkness in it too much. I'm just gonna keep going, maybe it'll show up. Alright, so after really packing it on, I feel like I could see the pink in it a little bit better. But anyways, I'm just going to go into this brown shade right here. So next I'm going to move on to this sparkly golden shade right here, and I'm just going to use that on my crease, no, on my lid. Ooh, okay, that one has a ton of fallout, but let's see how it applies to the eye. Ooh. For something with so much fallout, this is going on really, really nicely. So this shadow feels really soft, which maybe that's why it does have some fallout. Yeah, I think you're better off applying it with your fingers. Alright, so since now I know that the sparkly shades do have some fallout, I'm just going to wet my brush before I go into this pink sparkly shade, which is this one right down here. So now I'm going to go into this darker brown right here, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer corner. Alright, so now for my inner corner, I'm going to once again wet my brush a little bit, and then I'm going to go into this lighter shade, lighter sparkly shade. It's like a white pearl-ish type of color. Alright, so I'm going to apply some eyeliner, mascara, and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back. Alright, so I applied the rest of my makeup and everything is looking gorgeous. I'm loving these eyes, but because I'm extra, I want to see if I can actually use one of the shadow colors as a highlighter. So I'm going to use this champagne one mixed with this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is just wet my face, and like I said, it's a little bit powdery, so I'm just going to take this little fan brush and I'm going to go into both of the colors, trying hard to avoid the other colors. Eh? And yes, that works. Ooh. Okay, let me get to the side. here that looks so good. Okay, so one major thing I almost forgot to mention about this palette is that it smells like peaches. It smells so good. Ugh, this definitely smells better than the Lemonade Craze palette. I feel like with that palette, like the lemonade scent is super duper super faint, but with this you definitely smell the peaches. It's not something to where like it's gonna make you want to gag or anything. As you're using it, it's like a very faint smell, but it does smell really nice. I definitely prefer this smell than like those palettes that smell like super chemically. But so yeah, it does have a smell, and honestly I love this palette. I think my eye look turned out so beautiful, but since I use the palette, I sort of know what the deal is, and if you're going to purchase it, just know that there is fallout in a lot of these shades. So what you're going to do is that when you use the sparkly ones, you definitely want to wet your brush before you use them, because if not, the shadow is going to travel from your lid up to your crease quite a bit, and it's like if you want your crease to stay matte, that's obviously going to be an issue. But the matte shades actually look gorgeous in this palette. They actually show up, which I love. If you have a deeper complexion, I don't know like if this would be your favorite palette, just because a lot of like the shades over here, for example, I don't know if they will show up. If you do have a deeper complexion, you could probably use them more so as like lid colors, and that'll still probably look pretty good. But I definitely do like this palette. I would recommend it if you're someone who just is looking for a neutral palette. You're not someone who wants to do crazy makeup or do the most, because if you're that type of person, you're probably better off with like Urban Decay or like MAC or one of those brands. But if you're someone who's just like, you know, I want something simple, I want something cheap, something I can use every day, this is a great option. If you work in an office and you can't do the most of your eyes, this would be a wonderful option for you. And for all of my girls who are going to prom, you could probably pull out a beautiful little natural looking prom look with this palette. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time.